So what is a trailing stop and when is a good time to use one? So in my last post, we were talking about Nvidia, how it's risen so fast and gone up from like 120 to $408. That's like 240% increase. And a trailing stop in this particular case would trail the price of Nvidia to its peak and sell at a certain percentage that you set that trails that peak price. So sometimes much better because you can lock in profits versus if you set a set price that you wanted to sell the stock at. So let's do an example. So for instance, let's say the stock is at 408 and you say, you know what, if it goes down to 390, I'm going to sell, or 400. And then it goes all the way up to 500. And then something happens, it goes all the way down to 390. Well, then you sell, okay, but you didn't lock in any profits. But if you put in a trailing stop, let's say at 10% the peak price, then based on after you bought it, whatever it peaks at after the fact, then you will be basically locking in more profits. So let's say it goes up to 500 and then it goes down 10%, then you sell at 450, which means you've locked in $50 or 60 if it sells at 390, but basically that much more per share. So it can be very helpful. Not all brokerages offer that, but many do. And I think that in the case of Nvidia, it could be not financial advice, but it could be a very interesting thing to do if you want to lock in profits. That said, if you have a long-term horizon for Nvidia, you're in it for the long game, it may go all the way down and then way back up again. And in 26 be $1,000 stock. We just don't know. So it's up to each individual to come up with their own strategy that they are comfortable with based on their own goals. Okay, to the next dose.